Okay, so in this bowl, I'm going to go ahead and get my ricotta cheese mixed together. In this bowl, I have ricotta cheese, grated parmesan cheese, parsley, and 1 egg. And we'll go ahead and mix that together. Okay, so now that my ricotta cheese mixture is all mixed up, I'm going to add 2 chopped green onions in there. There you go. We've got 2 chopped green onions. And we're going to go ahead and mix that up as well. Okay, so now that we're got the ricotta mixture all set up, now we're going to cut up some bacon, tear up some bacon, put it in a skillet. We're going to put some garlic in there. And there's going to be ingredients listed on my web, so therefore you'll be able to see the measurements. But as for me, I kind of really don't measure a whole lot. I can kind of tell how much I like it and what it looks like to me. So right here, we're going to put that in. Going to add a little salt and pepper. And then after we do that, after we cook it down, we're going to add the next ingredients. So now that my bacon has been browned and looking really good, now we're going to start adding our seafood. So the first thing I'm adding is some crawfish. Okay. And then I'm going to add chopped up lobster tail, okay. And also, I'm going to be adding some crab meat. This is real crab meat, not artificial crab meat. So we're going to break that up in there as well. Use some Cajun seasoning. And mix it all up. This is going to be our filling, our meat filling for our lasagna. So let's go ahead and mix that all up together, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, so now that we've finished with our seafood, now we're going to make our Alfredo sauce, which is going to be really important for this particular dish. So the first thing we have, if you can see here, I've already cut up some butter in there. I'm going to add flour to the butter. Turn my oven back on. I'm going to add some flour to the butter, and we're going to mix this. Basically, we're making a roux. And we're going to mix this, whisk this together really good. A little seasoning in there as well. And we want to just get everything mixed up in there really good. See how that's thickening? That's what we want. We want to get all that flour from white to this other color. We want to get it all thickened. We'll know it's all together and doing really good with that, okay? Now that we've got that roux, I'm going to take my heavy whipping cream. We're going to start pouring the heavy whipping cream in. And we're going to put it in slowly because we don't want anything to burn. We're still just putting in our heavy whipping cream, and we're going to let this get in there real good. I'm basically going to use the entire container of the heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to let this thicken a little bit. Okay, so we're still mixing up our cheese, creating our Alfredo mixture. And I went ahead and I added a little bit of gouda cheese to this too, just to add a little different flavor to it. Just a little something different. The truth of the matter is you really can add any type of cheese that you actually like and enjoy. This is your dish and you can do it however you want to do it. So just add whatever cheeses that you're comfortable with, that you tend to enjoy here. And you want to just cook it to where it thins down to your preference. You want to make it I like it good and creamy, but also a little thin. I like a little bit thinner than that. But it's all going to run together so well. So we can go ahead and mix that up, and I'll be back in a minute with the next step. All right, guys, so now we're done with our Alfredo sauce. So we're going to go ahead and start assembling our lasagna. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put some sauce in the bottom of your casserole dish. Cover it pretty good. That'll help it from sticking. And if you take a look at there, you see the little green flakes. I went ahead and I added a little parsley to the Alfredo sauce as well. Now we're going to get our pasta. Now you have choices with your pasta. You can buy the ready, stove ready. That means you don't have to cook it in advance. But I'm kind of like old-fashioned from the old school, so I went ahead and prepared my pasta in advance and boiled it on down. So here we go. Now we're going to put in our, so now we're going to add a little ricotta. Yeah. Put a little bit of that in there. Looking really good there. And guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me tell you, one of the things is I feel like that I really enjoy cooking. Not only do I enjoy cooking, I enjoy taking the time to share. I feel like when there's nothing else you can give, you can always share a meal with somebody that you love. I enjoy cooking for my family and friends. Holiday time before Corona, my home was one of the homes is always a spot the family knows to congregate to, and we can sit back and enjoy each other. Good food, good conversation. And then now we're going to add some of the seafood mixture. And look at that there. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Nice. And you ought to be able to smell it. It smells really good. All those flavors going inside. And like I said, you'll be I'll have the ingredients attached as well. And you can do whatever you want. I've got that good old bacon and all that seafood going through there. And think it's something you and your family could really enjoy. Now, I'm a cheese person. Really like cheese. So one thing I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put a little cheese in between the layers as well. Kind of make it a little bit more cheesy. We won't overdo it, but let's just put a little cheese in there also. Cheese in the middle. We don't have to go crazy, but just add a little cheese there. Now we're going to start on the next layer. So what we're going to do is layer this layer by layer until we get everything. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that part of it, layering it together, and then I'll be back in a minute to put it in the oven. We're back, and we're about ready to put this in the oven. I've got topped it with cheese and some bacon bits also. So I'm going to put foil on it and put it in the oven, and I'll determine how long we want it to cook, probably about 40-45 minutes. But then I'll be back to let you guys know or let you see the finished product. Okay guys, so I've taken it out of the oven. I let it cook for about 45-50 minutes, and as you can see how good it's looking. But what I'm going to do now, I've taken the foil off. I'm going to put it in the oven for about another 5 to 10 minutes just so that that cheese can get a little brown, and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, this lasagna is out of the oven. It's looking really good. You can see around the edges where that cheese is bubbling there. So we're gonna let it cool down for about a good 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna sink into it. Okay guys, so now we're back and we're ready to try out our lasagna, our seafood lasagna. Let me hold this here. Oh wow, It's nice and cheesy and gooey. If you can see that, you can see all of that meat and that cheese in there. Let me try to. Oh boy, that looks really good. Try to plate that for you. Looks like it's coming up. There you go. Can you see that? Good old seafood and ricotta. See that? Oh boy. Look at all of that there. Doesn't that look good? Got a little bacon. So I tell you what, we're going to have a little taste of this, and I hope you enjoy. So if you enjoy this, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so that you'll know the next time I'm coming on with another delicious recipe. And this is Laverne Fuller with the Fuller Effect, and as you know, like I like to say, I love you with the love of the Lord, and there's nothing you can do about it.